Hey, how's it going, you guys? Sam from Otaku, back again. Finally back again. I don't know how many people are still on this channel or still hanging out, but it's nice to be back. So I'm just going to kind of answer a couple questions, report where we've been. I don't know if you guys have noticed, we've been gone for 3 months about now, so good times. If you're just here, you want the short and simple, don't want to stick around for the whole video. Someone filed for trademark infringement against us for using the name Otalku. It's a name that I've had for 6 years. I've been active on this channel for 4. They went and trademarked it 2 years ago from now. And when they saw our year in review video, they filed for trademark infringement on us. YouTube saw that. We should have had protection, yada, yada, legal shit. YouTube, instead of dealing with it, was like, he does have the trademark, terminating your channel. So that's where we've been. Our channel's been terminated for 3 months. I just finally got it back. If you want to know how and what's been going on, stick around. I'll let you know. If this is all you're going to watch and you're a small creator or someone who's stumbled across this video for who knows what reason, and you want to get into YouTube or Twitch, protect yourself. So it's not something that I ever thought of in my mind to trademark the name. I was just doing my thing. You know, we had our first good year and it was like, we're sweet. We're doing our thing. If you have a name you like, make sure you trademark it, because you will get fucked. If someone else trademarks that name before you, you will get fucked. So anyways, starting over from the beginning. So we had a pretty good year last year. We had our year in review, which was a lot of fun. Me, Jose, and Josh got together and we did that. When that video went up, I think it was a day or two after that. I'm going to do this all from memory. I'm not going to show any sort of emails to respect everybody's privacy. Everything's done. I don't hold any ill will to the guy behind the trademark infringement, or really a little bit fuck YouTube, but what can you do? I mean, I'm a small creator. What can they do? So we put up our year in review, and a couple days after that, I got a notification from YouTube that someone has filed for trademark infringement. They send the notice that the guy filed to them. They then forward that to me with his complaint, so I was able to see like what his claim was, the fact that he has a trademark, what his registration number was, all that shit. So I immediately went into panic mode. You know, it's like I had this name for 6 years. I really liked the name Otaku. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I work a minimum wage job. I can't afford to, you know, do a whole big legal battle at the moment. It's like, it's right after fucking Christmas. So I immediately took to Google. I asked Reddit. I found some like lawyer forums. I started doing consultations. And all of them said that it sounds like it should be pretty cut and dry, because the U.S. is a first-to-use country, which means that if there's like a flourishing business out there named McDonald's, McDonald's can't then come after it, trademark the name, and then be like, you have to stop using McDonald's now. It's like, no. It's like, we had it first. Yeah, we didn't trademark it, so you can use it, but you can't force us to stop using it. So that was my understanding. So I did reach out to the guy, and we were going to work on something. He seemed pretty open to allowing me or us to continue using it as well. We were going to work something out. The guy said he's busy. Let me get back to you in a couple of days. The problem with that is YouTube only gives us a couple of days to try and work this out. So a couple of days went by. I never heard from this guy. YouTube reached out to me the Friday when I uploaded the Sentai Filmworks poster bundle and mystery bag. I have it up on the screen. January 11th is when that happened, and midnight. So I guess really is like had Lewis and Josh, we were over playing Smash Bros. Super fucking late. Like, it was probably 11:30 at night on January 11th. I got the notification from YouTube that they decided to just go ahead and terminate our account, and that's it. There's a link that they send that has an appeal function. Shit out of luck, sorry. And it's like they give you the whole spiel. You can appeal. You're not allowed to create another YouTube account. And that's kind of when it set in, like, my mood was ruined that night. It was like was having a fine night, getting my mind off of the fact that we have a trademark infringement case against us. And then that went to shit. So I immediately sent an appeal. I didn't even go to bed that night until I Googled all I could, figured out the best way to word this thing. I sent an appeal into him at like 3:30 in the morning. It's like, hey, that's done. Sweet. All I can do now is wait and hear what the appeal says. Because if it's going to be a no, then, I mean, I'll just start over. I'll do something else, you know. I'll move to Twitch, or I don't fucking know. I mean, I can't really stop you from making another YouTube channel, but So I waited a couple of weeks on that. I didn't get any sort of a notification, appeal, anything. The only form of contact that YouTube has for smaller creators is a Twitter account for Team YouTube. Sorry for all the ums. I'm doing this all off of memory. So I tweeted to Team YouTube like, hey, it's been a couple of weeks since I sent an appeal to you guys, and I haven't gotten a single response at all. I was like, what's up? They asked for your YouTube channel URL. I sent that to them. They don't want the /c/otaku, which is the one we were using. They want like the long form, like a bunch of generic letters, and numbers, and bullshit. I send that to them. They're like, okay, well, we went ahead and forwarded that along. We'll get back to you if we have any further updates. And I'm like, feeling pretty good. Like, that's a legit response. Like, sweet. They forwarded that along. We'll get this thing rolling, because I basically, in my appeal to them, I explained that we were never really trademark infringing. That's not how it works. I understand that my mistake might happen. He does have the trademark. I get how that looks. I'll change my name. It's like, at this point, I just want the channel back so we can keep growing and doing our thing, you know? No response. Wait a couple more weeks. So now it's a month. And at this point, I'm saving up money at this point. You know, it's like, this is not going to be good. So I start saving up money, waiting. I tweeted them again. They're like, oh, we're so sorry. They haven't heard a response. I gave them the same thing, channel URL, send that shit in. Same response. Like, okay, we went ahead and forwarded it. We'll let you know if there's any updates. I wait like 3 more weeks this time, and I'm not getting fucking any update. It's like, I don't get it. So this part, at this point, I think I'm about in March now. And it's like, well, what do I do? Like, what is my option? It's like, this is 4 years of active work from when me and Josh first started posting on here, then me, Josh, and Jose, and we finally had our first good year of like where we were getting like a couple of good subs. Big thanks to all of you guys if you're watching this. And it just got ripped out from underneath us. It's something that you don't expect. And YouTube, us being a small creator, we don't have a contact for YouTube. When you're you know, a bigger channel, you do get a contact, like some sort of email or something, but it's like you're left out to dry when you're a small YouTuber. And you know, copyright strikes and all that shit is super in right now. No one's talking about how you could get fucked with a trademark. There's no direct appeal for like, hey, they're trademark abusing. Plenty of options for copyright if you want to do that, but trademark, no, you're fucked. Especially if they terminate your account. You're not even allowed to log in on YouTube. So that goes by. I start trying to reach out to Team YouTube. Yeah, I think that's the Twitter account, Team YouTube. I start trying to reach out to them, and at this point, I'm just getting stonewalled here. It's like they have just stopped responding to me. I make another Twitter account for Otalku, which is at the Otalku. Follow us there. I'll get back to that in a second. To try to reach out to them. I get a response. Same fucking response again. We forward it forward. We're going to forward it to you. I try to tweet more. I was like, am I going to get a response this time? Like, I'm frustrated at this point that I've waited. At this point, we've missed Jump Force, the cool One Piece game that came out. That's all gone. I have a fucking Jump Force Deluxe Collector's Edition with a statue sitting next to me that I wanted to open. And we've just missed the window on that, which sucks. Because some of the first videos me and Jose did, we were playing Jump All-Stars, I think. Whatever the predecessor to this one is, we were playing that. So that really sucks that we missed that. So I keep trying to tweet YouTube, and at this point, I'm just like fucking on block. It's like I'm not getting any answers, any messages. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. And, you know, the few estimations I've gotten from lawyers are just an insane amount. Like one, it was like $4 grand just to get the fucking thing started. I don't want to get too much into money numbers here, but I eventually went with the guy who gave me a decent estimation, and he actually seemed like he understood what I was talking about when I talked to YouTube, because some of the lawyers that I reached out to, they didn't quite get what was going on and what I was doing. This guy actually understood and seemed like he knew what the fuck YouTube was, so I went with this lawyer. So I hired a lawyer, and at this point, the lawyer informs me, like, listen, it's like I gave you the estimation, and that's just a file. So my route at this point is I'm going to petition to cancel this guy's trademark because he's not using it. He just has the otaku.net, which I own otaku.com. So he has otaku.net. It's just a splash page. He uses it as a hashtag on his Twitter. That's it. He's like not really doing anything with it. We've been using it for 6 years, and we just got it like ripped from under us. So I go through, I speak to my lawyer. He's like, listen, it's like this could be a long, arduous battle. It could be 2 years, and it could cost him 20 grand if he goes to defend it all the way through. And that's an insane amount to me. You know, like 20 grand is like a year salary for me at my minimum wage job. It's like, that's so insane. It's like, something that I was doing as a hobby with my friends that it's like I put a lot of time and effort into keeping up with, and like I love talking to you guys, and it was something I liked to do when I came home from work when I just had a shit day, was just gone. And it's like now I'm being told it could be up to 2 years and $20,000. And it's like there's no guarantee that YouTube's going to keep my fucking account around for 2 years. Like if this account was deleted, it's like if this account's been sitting here terminated for 2 years, like I might as well just make a new one at that point. But you know, I talked to my lawyer. He's like, it's like honestly, it's like I say that, but it does seem like it should be a slam dunk. If it really everything you're saying is true and you've done your research, and he's not really using it, it should be really, really easy. It's like we shouldn't have any problems at all. Do our thing, yada yada. And I was like, okay. It's like let's fucking do it. I gave him a bucket load of cash that I've been saving up the whole time because I didn't, you know, I've been putting off as long as I can, hoping that YouTube would just get back to me and give me my account. When this whole thing first started, I thought YouTube was just going to make us change our name if they agreed with them, and they terminated our account. So I said, okay, we got the legal process started, sent the petition to cancel in. He wrote it up. It took a couple of weeks for him to even write the thing up because everything in, you know, to do with legal anything just takes fucking forever. So he wrote the petition up. We sent it in. And the day after, I heard from the guy who did the initial trademark registration, kind of saying, you know, it's like, oh, I got your, I'm going to summarize here, but he's like, I got your email. It's like, of course, I'm going to have my lawyers look over it, but I'm really sad to see that it's come to this. As both fans of the anime medium, I really thought what you were doing is really cool. Is like, it's sad to see I was okay with us both using the name, or we could maybe work together on something. I'm really sorry you had to go this route. If you're open to any of the options, let me know. And at this point, it's still March, like a couple weeks into March, and I'm just fucking livid at this point. Like, this has been the most frustrating few months of my fucking life. Just constantly checking my email. Every time my phone vibrates and I see I get an email, I'm fingers crossed it's YouTube, and it's never fucking anything. I can't hear anything. I don't get any contact from YouTube. The only thing I get is on their Twitter, is like @TeamYouTube, and it's just generic responses. There's nothing for this. And it's like 6 years of my work just down the drain. I've been so fucking stressed out over this whole thing. So I basically, you know, I check with my lawyer if I'm cool to respond to this guy. Do I need to worry about any of that? I reached out to him like, listen, it's like we could either let this thing go through the court system, which I'm fine with doing. I've been saving up money for this exact scenario, and it's like I know I'm gonna win. It's like in the eyes, I talked to multiple lawyers. My lawyer agrees with me. I know I will ultimately get the petition to cancel your thing. We've used it for longer than you. We're first to use, and we actually use it. So I was like, we either let it run through, or I will buy you out of your trademark. Simple as that. It's like, that's just the way it's going to go. Luckily, a couple of days went by and he was okay. He thought it over and he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'll sell you the trademark, which really, he sold me him relinquishing the rights because we obviously want to file our own trademark. And yeah, so that was the final leeway with the trademark thing, is we both agreed on a price. I paid that to him. I had my lawyer write up some forms. He sent it in. He relinquished the rights to the trademark, and now we're in the middle of filing our own. So we don't have to deal with this again. Thank fucking God. And then that was just the start, because now it's like, obviously that's the first battle, the first big victory that's done here. Now I had to get a hold of YouTube, which, like I've said before, there's no fucking way to get a hold of YouTube. There's just nothing. It's like I can't tweet at them and explain this whole situation that I've been talking about here. And like, I don't know what the character limit is, 250 characters. I can't do that. It's like, it's just impossible. And there's no other form. They don't offer that. And it's like, I can try and send another appeal, which I did. I sent 2 appeals in, and I never ever get a response on them. And it's like, it's just, I'm so fucking flustered and frustrated over this whole thing. So eventually I made a post on Reddit/r/YouTube. Big thank you to everybody who's there. I made a couple of posts there. First one, when this first thing started happening to me and they had great advice. Second one, after I had fucking canceled the trademark, so, you know, I'm no longer trademark infringing. All the people there were nothing but helpful, you know. So I wrote a long post explaining this whole situation to them. They came in, gave me their best opinion. Couple of guys had some really good ideas. Like, they have YouTube has a legal email that you could try. I saw someone in an earlier post when this first happened talk about they had good luck with sending a legal letter to the Susan Wojcicki, her email. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try and do both those. Those are my only options. You know, It's like, that's what I have to do. So I sent an email explaining this whole situation with screenshots of everything I could. The canceled trademark, the talks we've had, the thing with my lawyer, the agreement, the explanation. It's like, luckily the guy who did the original trademark infringement, he even offered if he needs to say anything or do anything to help out, he would be open to. He's a great guy. I don't harbor any ill will to him. He was just doing his thing. I'm sure he didn't mean to get our channel completely terminated. He actually said he didn't, and I fully believe that. It was a fucked up thing that happened, but what can you do? So I sent an email with all that shit to legal support at youtube.com or something like that. And then I buckshotted that shit out to, I found 3 different emails listed for Susan at Google, at YouTube, whatever. Sent all that shit out as much as I could. And I just waited. At that point, it's like there was nothing else I could do. And that was a couple weeks ago. I sent that. The USPTO website finally updated with my trademark request for it. So it's like now I have a registration number up there saying I'm trying to get it. So then I tried to send them a link to that, but you can't link anything off the USPTO website. It just gives you the search box. So I sent that. I waited a week, and then it was like weird that they haven't responded or I haven't gotten anything. So I went and clicked the link. It was like, oh, sorry, your link is timed out. So they can't even see my thing. So then I screenshotted it on my phone at work. And this is a few days ago. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. I screenshotted it. I sent it as a reply to both of those messages. So it's all in the same email chain. So hopefully it'll refresh it to the top of their email and they'll see what I'm saying. So I sent that to them, and thank fucking God. It's like I got out of work on Friday, was walking home, checked my phone, and updated my emails, and top 1 was a response to my appeal saying that they've been informed that the trademark has been canceled and they've reinstated my account. Thank fucking God, dude. I'm so happy to be back. I've never been so happy in my fucking life. It was like walking out of work, fucking hurt my back. My back's in intense pain right now. And it was like, fuck yes. It's like I want to just do like a movie scene, just run home. It's like I checked on my phone. I went through my actual YouTube account, which is like my old school one before I did Otalku. And I'm subscribed to Otalku. So it's like I checked on the subscriptions, hit the thing, and all my videos are still there. It's like, thank you, God. It's like it worked perfectly. Like literally my birthday is Sunday on the 7th. I think that's probably when I'm going to post this. So it's today. And I got my channel back to Friday before that. So thank you for anybody who's still sticking around and sees this video. I really do appreciate you. It has been so stressful trying to get this back. Insanely, I cannot explain it enough how fucked up of a situation this has been. I mean, I've shaved my head. I've shaved my head over it. That was really because I was going bald, not to do with the situation. But if there's a couple things I could impart, like I said at the beginning, if you're a small YouTuber, get some legal help. You know, trademark, protect your shit. Don't let someone come in and trademark something that you've been doing and fuck you over. It's not a good experience. It costs you a lot of money. Take it from me. Learn from my shitty experience. And secondly, make some sort of communication. Unfortunately, like we've never pimped out any sort of Twitter, or we do have a Reddit, but I never advertise it. So when this channel went down, I had no means of communicating with anybody on here at all. It's like you can't log in. Nobody even knew we had a Reddit. I just created the Twitter while I was banned. Make some sort of communication. Is like, seriously, because if something happens and you get fucked, it's done. You know, there's nothing I could do. I can't like, hey, anybody watch Otaku? It's like, we're not super big. I can't post on any anime forums. It's like, we're not going to run into each other. So with that being said, please give us a follow. Let me double check and make sure this Twitter's right. Yeah, okay, so give us a follow at the Otaku and reddit.com/r/otaku. Those will be our 2 main things of communication. I'll post all the videos to the Reddit. I'll tweet out whenever we do anything, and we'll tweet, I don't know, random stuff. I'll give access to both Josh and Jose to all that shit. But please do follow us there. In case anything like that ever happens again, I have some sort of contact. You guys will know what's happening if anything changes. We should have videos coming up. I'm going to just hop right back in and doing what I was doing either this week or the next week. Like I said, I got that Jump Force thing to open. I got a couple of deluxe editions of like, what do I have? Darling in the Franxx and Full Metal Panic, I think are the 2 that I have. I just placed an order for that badass 30th anniversary Dragon Ball set, so I'll be getting that. I'm happy to be back. I missed you all. I really did. And I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully this all made sense. This has been Sam with Otaku. I will see you guys later.